Cheers.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
How are you guys?
Really good.
Yeah? First day of an intense week coming up.
Yeah, you can say that, yeah. It's all still fresh now, so yeah.
I'm glad we got this interview in like today and not on Sunday.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
fair.
We will not have the same face.
Speak for yourself, I'm always sober, eh? Fresh as a whistle. Yeah. No, it's good that we do it tonight, obviously.
Yeah, I think
Because
so,
tonight
yeah.
will be really, really intense already. We have the all-nighter. Basically, I think you start at 11.
I start at midnight with idle back-to-back for 1 hour, and then going with you for 1 hour and a half.
Yeah, and then I go back-to-back with Hilo, with Oliver, and then solo closing. Basically, we're just the whole night busy playing, which will be
All
good
back to
fun.
back.
Yeah.
But you guys have played back to back before.
Yeah, we did it. We did it
Yeah.
at Amsterdam for Awakenings, Godom, for your party.
Yeah.
On,
It was very nice.
Yeah, on the Sunday, it was really cool, intense. I think it was like 15,000 people over there.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah.
Sigurdome is like a big
Wow.
music venue there, and we never played back-to-back before.
Yeah.
And it's a bit different because I do a live setup. So
Yeah.
I play live, and if you then do a DJ set, it's like you were texting the week before like how are we going to do it.
Yeah, I
like,
was so stressed.
But I know he's a good DJ, so I was like, it will be fine. And then I go to take a piss just before my set, and I was playing back to back with Kiki, with my girlfriend. And I was running downstairs, and you're coming and said like, yeah, are we going to be good? So we'll be all right.
Yeah.
And then we started, and it was great. It was really good.
It was really great, yeah, and it
Yeah,
gave me the energy, and the confidence, to continue like this way. But I was so
Yeah.
stressed. I didn't know how it will be or something, but everything went really well, and I had so much fun.
It was really good.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, I can only imagine that must be so stressful. Like going back to back with someone that you've never played with
Yeah,
before.
and when the setup is so different, he's playing live and I'm playing DJ set, and we have to do this back to back. I didn't even know how we can, listen the track from him, and everything,
Yeah.
so I didn't have this in my head.
And the biggest problem is that somehow, when I worked with Ableton, somehow a certain BPM, let's say 140 BPM there, is not the same as 140 BPM on the CD player.
Exactly. So I was like in the situation that I was a little bit back in the days with the vinyls,
Yeah,
because
it's like playing with vinyl, basically. It's like all the time going out of sync. Every 5 seconds, every 10 seconds, you have to adjust. So
exactly. It's always like that.
What would happen? Obviously, that was not the case. But what would happen if you started playing back to back with someone? And you're like, fuck, I know this is just not gonna work out.
And then you have to work very hard. It happened also in the past, but yeah, that can happen, But we did also some tracks in the studio together.
Okay.
He's been releasing on my label for a long time already, so we have a good feeling for music together. So then it will be good, So,
Would you always choose to go back to back with somebody that you actually know and have some kind of relationship with?
Yeah, well, in my case, not always. Like sometimes you have like the chance to play with somebody that you never really played with, and it looks like a good plan. And this is also very exciting. Like for example, at the same event, I was also playing for the first time with Adam Beyer and with Nina Kravitz. Both completely different playing styles, but both sets were really interesting as well. But I was a bit nervous though, like also when we started, and it's like. And it's so different than playing alone, so you have to adjust. Both of the acts have to adjust. But I think, it's a bit like rolling a dice. It can be really good. It can also be really bad. But usually it works. I think I did in the past also, like this long all-nighters with back-to-backs. And then, for example, DJ like Bart Skills was a really good, like a really good back-to-back. And then after that came somebody, I'm not going to mention the name, but and it was really bad. It was like even the people in the room at that moment were like, "Fuck, what's going on here? You cannot save it." It's a long time ago though, but yeah, it's how it goes. So.
Are you guys gonna get to like go to other parties and have a bit of a rave this week, or is it just gigs and that's it?
For me, it's
You're
gonna.
going out?
Yeah. For me, it's gonna be only tonight, because tomorrow I have to travel back to Europe because I have another festival on Friday. So this year is gonna be a little bit different. But last year when I played at the Mega Structure for Ultra, it was another story. I was going out every night, and I didn't have the same face on the Sunday.
Starts fresh and ends.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get to go out?
I'm not really so much an outgoing person, to be honest. So I prefer to stay a bit quiet at the hotel.
Okay, really?
No. No, actually we have tonight a party. Tomorrow we have a lot of press to do, and I think on Friday my parents are actually coming.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they're coming for the first time to the US, so I gave this a present to them to come to Ultra. So they will join, and they come on the party on Saturday. So they actually like to party a lot. So
I was just going to say that. Do they like to party?
They're a bit older. They're obviously in their 60s. So, but they always love to come to my shows. I think at Ziggo Dome you met them as well.
Of course, yeah. Your dad was like, take care about my son. You know, I was like, yeah, of course. Look at him. You know, he's fucking tall. I'm looking like this. You know. But I was also impressed about your dad because he's also really tall. You know. So
he had a lot of energy also. So that will be fun.
Yeah.
And then I think we have some days. I think I go back like beginning next week, so we have some days to relax, sit in the sun. And,
nice.
But definitely going to maybe check out a party or two.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of raves, where and when was your first ever rave that you went to?
I had 16 years old. My parents was not really into getting me out, you know, and make my parties with my friends. So I had to say I'm staying quiet in my room. And then I had to open the window and go to the roof and then jump maybe 1 meter or something. And then a friend of me wait me with a car, and we drove 1 hour straight through Montpellier. And at this time, I think it was like 15 years ago, and it was a festival called United, which was one of the biggest in the south of France. And I saw for the first time Paul Kalkbrenner. I was a really big fan in the past.
Wow.
But I was all the time worried and checking my phone if my dad is calling, you know. Because imagine if he's calling, sorry that I'm coming in maybe 2 hours or something, because I'm like so far away from home. And I was so worried the whole night. But I had also a good time, you know, but it was so scary.
Did they ever find out?
Never. I told him like maybe 5 years ago.
Sorry, Dad.
I told him like 5 years ago, and he was like, I was checking your room, and the sofa, you look like you was into, you know, but I prepared everything, you know, with the looks like I was into the bed, but I was not.
Oh, so you like put the cushions under,
yeah,
like
exactly.
what they do in
I saw that in a movie
movies.
like a few years ago, you know, and then I did it the same, and it works.
And it worked, and they never found out.
Never. I was, I did it well.
Yeah, you were good at that. What was yours?
I think Anger Fist at some way too young age, and I got my brother's ID card to get in. It was like in Leiden, like a small city in Holland, and nobody wanted to come with also because nobody was into hardcore. So I just went alone, like super young, and I went there and had a great night actually. That was really good. And I think after that I went to Awakenings quite regularly when I was 16 or something, but it's also 18 plus, so I always have to take my brother's ID.
Do you look like your brother?
No, not at all. Yeah, but who checks that, you know? They just have an ID card.
Yeah.
And so I always went to Awakenings with a fake ID, so to say, and it was always great. It was really good.
And did you ever get caught?
No, never.
You never got caught?
No. And one time I said to, it was like, I was talking with a cop there, like an undercover cop. And he sort of found out I was too young, you know. And then, but it was also a funny conversation. And the guys showed his badge, and they said like, "Give you 10 seconds to run," you know. And I just run away and never get caught. That's pretty fun. Fair play.
Yeah, fair play.
Yeah.
If you knew what you knew then, and you could choose one party to go to in any place, what would it be to be like your first ever rave?
Ooh. Yeah, I think still Awakenings.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was perfect. Yeah, it was good.
It's a good way to, a strong way to ease into it.
Yeah, no, it was really good. Yeah, definitely. Anger Fist is maybe for the first rave a bit too intense, but...
Yeah. I love the fact that you actually went by yourself though, that normally that's like a friends thing that you do, like let's escape together and let's go to a party.
Awakenings I went with friends, but the Anger Fist thing, just nobody wanted to go, you know, so yeah.
Was it far away from where you live?
No, not at all. It was actually pretty close, but it was more like everybody was into normal music, you know, and back then hardcore was really small still also in Holland, so yeah, just went.
Just gonna go.
It was really epic though, really good. There's like all the tracks that I still, like one of them was a remix, like the Take You Back from Anger Fist. It was like all the tracks I liked back then. It was a really good era for hardcore, like the, how do you say it, like the classic 2000s hardcore, DJ Promo, Anger Fist, it's amazing.
So what year was this when you went to this first one?
I'm not sure if I can say that. Let's say somewhere around 16.
Okay.
16 years old, so that was then like 2006.
Yeah.
Might have
So
been
just a few
2004,
years ago.
maybe.
Just
I don't know.
a few years
ago, yeah.
What would yours be?
For me, as a raver, I didn't did a lot, but from one who like just blew my mind, it was at Trésor Berlin, which is one of the sickest club in the past. It was the time in 2009. It was all the minimal sounds was just exploding, and I entered this club. I remember, you go downstairs and there is rated like "Welcome to Hell," and you are going downstairs and it's an old bank. Abandoned bank, and it's the floor is there, and there is just a few lights, catching, but most of the time you are in the dark, and the guy is playing kind of a prison, with all the stuff, it was really crazy. I never saw that before.
Yeah.
So it was kind of an adventure for me.
Yeah. What about your first ever Miami Music Weeks? Was the first time that you came to Miami Music Week to come and play, or did you come here and party?
Jose, do you know that? Like when was the first time I played?
In Miami.
Was it 2000? I played in 2019 at Space, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I played at 2019. I played at Space, at the Terrace.
I think that was then the first time.
And it was 2019, yeah, at the Terrace at Space.
There was COVID.
Yeah, then there was COVID, and then there was because I was supposed to play 2020 at the Resistance, at the Mega Structure. Yeah, and then it got cancelled, and in 2021 it happened, and then we did the Mega Structure. So the first time was Space in 2019, yeah.
So you hadn't even been to Space before?
No.
Oh, cool. I just rock up and play Space,
but it was great.
Yeah,
you cannot go all around the world, Like
Yeah.
also, especially coming from Europe, it's not like like you just fly there and go to party. I mean, especially when you're DJ.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I'm always playing on the weekend, so basically since I started like full-time touring like 2015, 2016, you don't have time to go to parties yourself because you're playing in the weekend. So it's not that you're going to take a ticket somewhere and party, So,
Do you miss not being able to go out on a weekend
definitely.
and party?
Yeah, really much.
Yeah.
I tried it a couple of times, but it's not the same,
Why do you think it's not the same? Just because you're just used to being like on the other side?
No,
or
it's
what
more
is
like I tried sometimes after my set to go in the audience, but I'm really tall, so it's really easy to recognize me. I tried with a wig or something, but it's just like, okay, it's Reinier. But as soon as somebody finds out, everybody's like, hey, it's funny, but it's not the same.
Yeah,
exactly. You cannot just go there and get wasted and party all night,
Yeah.
Like you, also back then, like you had phones with video camera, but this was like filming with a potato, you didn't see anything on it, so you could do just whatever the fuck you want, and nobody would see you, like.
But now.
And now, like even there's everywhere cameras and pictures and stuff, and like it's different, But back then you could just go to a party and do whatever you want.
That's true.
Nobody
That's really
cares.
true.
Nobody remembers.
That's really true.
Never happened.
I have even a story, when I did like the birthday of my friend in Montpellier, and I came to the club for the first time. I mean, like it was 2 years ago, I had a chance to have no gigs during this weekend, and like 5 minutes after, everyone is coming to see you.
Yeah.
And it's not the same.
Which is also great, of course. It's nice that people recognize you and stuff, but for party purposes, it's not so nice.
Yeah, when you just want to have a good time.
Yeah,
just like...
it's difficult, to be somewhere, and to be as a normal person, and enjoy.
Yeah, a normal person.
I mean, like, you know what I mean.
It's normal. They're not going to get anyway. But I tried it at Fusion Festival, Fusion, which is really great. I played there in 2018, and we had my friends were coming with a camper, like a big van, and. I was there to play, but then afterwards I had 12 hours to party, or 14 or 15 hours, and then I had to fly to another show in, where was it, like Las Palmas or something. So with the transfer it was not that easy. And then, so I had 14 hours to party, and then we had the great idea to just put on like really weird clothes so that nobody would recognize me. And our crew was also like not really sober, so to say. It was a pretty extreme crew, and we were just walking there, and then I got like after the weekend all these pictures of like, hey, you were looking like a priest, and you were super Reinier Zonneveld looking like a priest, super fucked up on Fusion. So the disguise didn't work at all, but people were just like, okay, let this guy go, it's fine.
But they know it was you.
Yeah, they did, but they left me alone though, so it was good.
They're like,
But
he needs his space.
But Fusion is great for that. I think it's one of the few festivals where you could do that. You know, there's still.
That's it. That's why it's called Fusion, because you have fusion personalities.
That's nice. It's a really good festival.
It's like Disneyland, you know, at some point, all Mad Max stuff, you know, it's going everywhere, you know, it's crazy.
Yeah. I think going under the skies, though, probably is the way.
Yeah.
Right?
The worst thing was getting back because everybody was there so nice with the camper and we had a tent set up and everybody could stay there and chill, you know. And I had to fly to Las Palmas straight from this party.
Dressed as a priest.
Yes. That was nice.
What was your first Miami Music Week like?
Was the last year. I played with Pop-Off Back to Back for our Turbulences project at the Megastructure. It was our first one. And then we also did this club at M2, but on the second floor.
Okay.
So we did 2 nights there. Yeah. But it was really nice, you know, because it was my first time in the US, you know, I'd never been there before, so it was a whole experience, you know. I was like, oh my God,
Nice.
You know, like you come with a boat, you know, to go to the stage and everything,
cool.
so it's look like a little bit GTA, you know, when you are playing, when you are a kid, you know, video games. I'm like, oh my God, this is Miami, you know, Ocean Drive and everything. So yeah, it was kind of special.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so I asked you for your first rave. What has been your wildest rave?
You mean as a DJ or as
Anything.
Yeah. The problem is I have also a really crazy crew, you know, so at the moment, you know, since I'm DJing, you know, every weekend and everything, so we can't, you know, like, you know, hang out a lot, you know.
Yeah.
But in the past, you know, we was choosing also to close some crazy stuff, you know, and go to raves. And I think one was maybe 2012 at Family Picnic, you know, Family Picnic Festival in Montpellier. Yeah. People are really crazy there, you know, so the place was in the park, you know. I think there was Elro playing there, you know, so there was all this confetti and all this stuff. And I think I was going a little bit too strong, you know, with the glasses and everything. So I lost myself and I woke up in the car, you know, after a few hours, you know. So I think it was my craziest one.
You're crazy. Yeah.
I tried, you know, to get the level a little bit there, but
I honestly don't know that. No, I cannot just speak. No.
Each one is a different experience.
They're all different.
Of course.
Each and every one.
Most of them are fun.
Most of them, yes, of course. It's not a routine. There is always something else, something new.
There's something happening.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you know what the worst ones are, or like the funnest ones? The ones that you least expect to happen.
Yeah, the ones that on paper, the worst parties are always the best. Like you don't want to go and you're sitting at home like.
Yeah. And the ones where you've been like planning for ages, let's do this, let's do that,
shit.
and then it's a shit night.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. When you don't expect it, you know, like, or maybe you have less, expectation from the night, and then it's going crazy. You are like, oh my God, you are still even enjoying more. Yeah. So it's making the things more special.
The good parties come organically, you know.
Yeah.
I 100% agree. That's the good things. Well, guys, thank you so much for talking about your raves and experiences with me. And I hope you have a great Miami Music Week.
Thank you so much.
And again, I'm glad that we did this now and not after a few raves.
It can be funny as well.
Maybe we should do take 2 when we're at the raves. See how that goes. Thank you so. Oh look, cool, you finished that one quickly. I was going to clear.
Oh my God, yeah. Let's do that.
Do you want some more?
Yeah, good idea. Let's cheers with an empty glass. Cheers.
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 Cheers on the night.